Hi there, I'm Jana June, and I like to make stuff. Today I'm going to be talking through my 2024 sewing plans. This is going to be an overview of the garments that I really want to make this year. I'm trying to plan it almost like a capsule wardrobe in that I'm trying to make sure I have a good variety of a few different types of garments that will go well together. Now, I'm not a capsule wardrobe person. I have a lot of clothing. I'm always going to have a lot of clothing. I hope to get better about that as I go forward, but what I really want to do is have a good core of pieces that I have made myself, partially so that I get to say, oh, thanks, I made it more often. Also, just so that I can have a little bit more unique items that really fit me well. So, without further ado, let's get into it. First, let's talk a little bit about the color palette. I'm using a pretty limited palette for these very basic pieces. I find that a lot of capsule wardrobes rely on really basic neutrals. I don't want to do that. However, I do like black and white a lot, and I think that they look really graphic and cool together. I often have a bright color in my hair, so I don't really feel like I look as bland as some of the outfits you see in other capsule wardrobes look. I have a lot of other plans for things that are very colorful, but for the core of what I tend to lean back on and things that I think will go really well together, but also could go with a lot of other colors that I eventually bring in, I am starting with black and white as my neutrals, and then my basics are actually going to be bright red and like a light baby blue. I think I'm going to start with talking about some tops. First up is going to be a short sleeve collared blouse. I'm currently thinking I'm going to use the Donnie shirt pattern from Friday Pattern Co. I think I want to make it both out of white and maybe hopefully some kind of silky light blue. I think using like a nice drapey fabric will mean that it pairs really well with high-rise pants, which is what I always wear, as well as layer really nice underneath dresses and things. I already own a white rayon that I got from Fabric Wholesale Direct. Probably going to be really blown out, but just a plain white rayon. Nothing super fancy, but I think it'll have a nice drape. I have yet to get the light blue. I kind of want it to be like a silky look, but I'm trying to avoid synthetic fabrics. I have yet to find something that is an affordable rate for me, but is also a good fabric. But ideally, I'm also trying to look for things secondhand or sustainably as much as possible. So if you have any recs for something that drapes really nicely and maybe has a bit of a sheen to it, I would appreciate it. I also think it would be really cute to put those little fabric covered buttons down the front of at least one of the options. I think that'll be a nice detail to make it feel less basic. Up next is a Western style button down from McCall's 7980. There's something about just a Western style shirt that is super fun. I have wanted one for a while. I really want to hand embroider onto it my own design of Bleeding Hearts flowers. I think that'll be a really cute, fun piece to mix and match, and also just like a unique piece in and of itself. And that's it for the tops that I currently have planned. Most of the bottoms I have planned here are kind of complicated, so first up is going to be interchangeable skirt pinafore situation. I plan to do a slit skirt and a mini skirt out of the black corduroy that I showed in my Fabrictopia shopping video, as well as matching an interchangeable top, one that's kind of more covered in the front and crosses in the back, kind of like 70s jumper style, a pinafore overall style top. I think that would give me a lot of variety to make it completely different outfits, no matter how I want to style it. And then next is going to be a pair of wide leg high rise pants that I'm going to give, again, a removable bib for an overalls look. So I'm actually going to use the Closet Core Jenny pattern for this, since the pattern already has sort of like just a version that's just the pants and then the bib. I think I'm just going to adapt it to make it so I can snap the bib on and off and have two in one. I want to make this out of some kind of like red denim. All right, and this one, I don't know for sure if I'm going to do this, but I kind of really want to make the exact same thing as the red ones, only out of black and white bandana print denim. They have this on mood.com and it's a little pricey to get enough to make the project. I think I would wear it a lot and I think it would look really cool. If I'm investing in things that I'm going to wear a lot, I think it's worth it. Next up is going to be some wide leg trousers. So these are ones that have like more traditional menswear style detailing. Fly fronts, welt pocket, pleating, and I want these to be black and white plaid, potentially specifically like a grid type of plaid. I have seen this in a linen. I have also seen a fabric that I'm really tempted to get from Sew by Sew. They sell specifically dead stock fabric. I think they're really awesome. I'll have them linked below. You should definitely check them out. They have a linen rayon blend that's like a black and white plaid that I think would be awesome for these pants. So that's probably what I'm going to end up getting.
2 updates from future me. I have ordered some fabrics from Sew by Sew and they are on their way, but I also now have a discount code for you. So it's not sponsored, but it is affiliate, no pressure. If you want, you can take the link down below and put in the code JanaJune at checkout to get 10% off on dead stock fabrics from Sew by Sew. All right, back to past me.
Depending on the fabric I get, I might also have a matching vest to go with it, because I realize that even though I've made a blazer and I've taught a class on a blazer, I don't think I'm going to wear blazers that often, but I do think I would wear a matching vest and pants set and also use the vest styled in other ways. Now I want to talk about a few dresses. I want to make this milkmaid style dress. I don't care if they're going to go out of style anytime soon. I think they're cute. I think they're going to look cute on me going forward, and I think I will wear it a lot. I have some plain bright red rayon to make that. I intend to use McCall's 8359. Yes, 8359, which I believe is a collab with Brandy Joan. I already own the pattern. I am thinking about adapting it so that it's a top and skirt separates, because we love being able to mix and match around here. I might replace the back, which is a zip up, with a feared back so that it doesn't have to be exact to my size right now. I also want to make another pinafore style dress, but this one's a regular dress and kind of like, again, 70s jumper style, so it's really good for layering, v-neck front. I'm going to use this red herringbone. I've had this fabric for a long time and I've always intended to make some kind of pinafore style dress out of it, so hopefully this year's the year. So the next one's going to be a little bit more of a showpiece than a basic, but I am extremely lucky because toile is probably my favorite print of all time, and I was lucky enough to come across this amazing fabric. It was free to me. It found the right person, because I'm really excited to make something with this. It's got castles, it's got the swing, it's everything. So I want to make this sort of square neck style dress with an asymmetrical ruffle hem and kind of tie-ups on the side, so that, again, there's a little bit of wiggle room in the sizing. I think it'll look really cute with like turtleneck layered underneath, button down layered underneath, as well as just on its own. I do think I might have extra fabric left over depending on how the patterning of this comes out, so I might have to think of something else I can make with it, or maybe like a purse or something so that it can like pull into all the other outfits. I'll think about it. This one's sort of a bonus dress and I'm not 100% on it, but I kind of want to make just like a smock t-shirt style dress with like a ruffle sleeve or something, because I also got this toile which has chickens on it. So I've been trying to come up with some kind of dress that like doesn't obstruct this print too much, and it's pretty wide scale. I'm very open to suggestions on that. Again, I might end up just making like a bag and then using the peripheral parts to make something like bustier style. I love it so much. It's so cute. So I have to think of something for it. I'm also intending to make a coat. Now I have a little bit of a dilemma here and I need your opinion, because I have this fabric that I wanted to make a coat out of for a long time and a pattern that I want to make a coat out of, and I'm not 100% certain if I love the two of them together. I'm thinking maybe it would be better to use the fabric for a different pattern and then wait on this pattern for a different fabric, but you tell me. I have Vogue 9340, which is sort of like a big, voluminous, almost swing coat style with a big bow in the front. Super cute. So I already have that pattern, and I also have this plaid. And I do love this fabric, but I also have this amazing blue velvet. So this is actually a curtain. I'm not 100% certain I can actually make this coat out of this fabric. I'm not sure I have enough. Definitely would make the bow out of like a satin instead to conserve fabric. I might be able to like just eke it out, but I'm just not certain. However, I feel like the design of this pattern really caters toward this like amazing velvet. It feels like fairy tale to me, and I think it would be so cute. I don't know. I need opinions down below. Do you think it would be really cute in the plaid, and should I just stick with it because I have it and it would be a great coat? Or should I try to rig this blue velvet? Or do you think I should use the blue velvet for something else? Do you have an idea? I think there's like just about 3 yards and the width is close to 50, so it's not quite like a 60-inch wide. And that's kind of where my dilemma is because it's only one panel. Decision fatigue, indecision is happening. And I have one last definite on the list, which is a 2-piece set, the Saturday skirt set from Friday Pattern Co. I want it to be like a black and white and blue print to kind of play with everything that we've got going on already. I definitely want it to be silky, maybe, or at the very least drapey and flowy. I have a few different options that I've been looking at. There's one from Sew by Sew, again, that is, again, a bandana print, which I'm apparently really into. However, the shade of blue is more aqua, so I'm not sure if I'm going to love it or not. That's my one fear there. And that's the overview of everything that I'm hoping to make that's specifically for this sort of capsule wardrobe, me-made wardrobe thing. Tell me what you think. Do you think all these things will look cute together? Do you see any major like holes in the wardrobe that need to be filled? I feel like there's something missing, but I'm not sure which things it is. Tell me if you think of something that you think would like really fill this out. And are there any particular projects that you're most interested to see? If you enjoy sewing, costuming, styling type content, please like and subscribe and hit the bell if you want. I don't have a consistent posting schedule yet. In the meantime, you can follow me over on Instagram at jana.june and maybe see some of my behind the scenes process while I'm figuring things out. And I think that's it. I'm Jana June, and I'll see you soon. Often I'll dye my hair a color, and over time I'll start wearing more and more and more of that color, and eventually I might then change my hair color.